Friends, hello friends, showing you how to make bal gutti, janam gutti. You can use formula or breast milk. Here I have some pumped breast milk. You just need a little bit, not a whole lot. And I have all the things that I use in bal gutti: ashwagandha, vekhanda, murud sheng, jeshtamag, sunt, that is dry ginger, whole turmeric, dry date or kharik, जायफल और नटमेग, almond or badam, अतिविश, बाल हिरडा, and lendi pimpri. Take clean and a stone that we use to rub chandan on. It should be clean. Wash your hands thoroughly. Your hands shouldn't be smelling of anything. Just take a tiny drop on the stone, on the rubbing stone. This is ashwagandha. Dip a little bit in the katori and start rubbing. Rub it like 4 or 5 times. That's enough. See, the tiny amount is enough to come. See, you can see it here. Then vekhanda. ते लिहिलेलं आहे ते पेस्ट करायचं. This is jeshtamag. Yeah, it's a time consuming task, I know, but it's good for the health, for baby's health, of course. It builds immunity in them, keeps decision, keep. Even if you administer it for like 4 months, 5 months, whatever you, whatever maternity leave is allowed for that period, if it's good. I broke the ball here, that's okay. That happens eventually. The question many people ask is when to stop. How do you know that's enough? Normally, we just need a tiny amount of it, so you just have to rub 4 or 5 times. Once you start seeing the some solid part coming out of the herb, it's okay if you stop. You don't need a whole lot, you just need a little bit. Just like, see, I can show you this a TV that that's the tiny amount I can have. And if you see, these are like 7 herbs that I have rubbed. So you don't need a whole lot to rub. It's just, I have seen good benefits of administering Balguti with my elder son, who is now 3.5. I have never faced any colic issues, fussiness, spit ups, or lack of appetite. Nothing of that sort. Gas. With my younger one, before I used to administer Guti, there were a lot of spit ups and stuff. But once I started Guti, the spit ups have gone down considerably. And I can see her gaining weight. She was not gaining as much earlier, but after starting Guti, especially starting Badam and dry date, that's Kharik, I can see her weight gain on a upscale. Nutmeg, you should be very careful with the nutmeg. You don't want to rub it overtly because it has dual uses of nutmeg. One is to fall, it makes babies fall asleep. Too much nutmeg can be dangerous. Also, it stops the bowel movement. So you need to be very careful with nutmeg. Just 2 or 3 times you should rub that. That's it. Dreaded is sweet, so you can rub as much as you want. It's healthy, it's full of iron, calcium. It gives some sweetness to the Guti. Otherwise, it's kind of bitter because of all the medicines. It's a little bit bitter, not bitter, but yeah. So it gives sweetness to the Guti too. Natural sweetener. And last but not the least is haldi. I have not started yet DK Mali or Kakad Shingi that I have mentioned in the document. I'll make a slide and attach that after the video. Those I will start once she starts teething. DK Mali and Kakad Shingi are useful in teething and diarrhea related to teething. So that's why I have not added it yet. Maybe after a month or so, when I see signs of teething, I will start adding DK Mali to her Guti. Of course, you should first take advice of your doctor, if you have any Ayurvedic Ved that you wish to follow, you first ask them. This is what my kids had. It suited well for them, and we continued, and we did see some positive effects with my first one. So we continued the same for my second one. See, with all the herbs that I rubbed, this is the amount I finally got. So I think that's enough. And you mix it with the breast milk, you give it in a bottle or in a syringe. That's it. You're done for the day. It's just given once a day. This is how you administer Guti. I hope you find this video very helpful. Thank you so much.